Hey, we're back for another tool unboxing. Uh, this time it's the 3/8 drive deep socket set professional metric, the Icon set. Or, in more better terms, the Icon professional deep socket set metric 3/8 drive. Okay, this et goes from 8 to 19 millimeters in full sizes and does not skip any of them, which I really like because the other sets that they sell over at Harbor Freight tend to miss out that 18, which ironically I use a lot. So now it comes packed in a pretty hefty case that you gotta open with a screwdriver. I find this to just be amazing that they would package it this way because of the outright cost. Because you think about it, your injection molding costs on this, you gotta make the mold, you gotta proof it, you gotta do all that stuff to an injection mold just to make 3 pieces, plus you've got to contact a fastener manufacturer and get screws. Well, we're open, and like I said, this is ABS plastic. It's not the cheap plastic. Okay. Now this is just blow molded plastic, and it comes in the blow molded case. Okay. We're going to set the hard plastic to the side. Put that away for now. Okay. Now, this set does go 8 to 19 full sizes without skipping. Okay. The 18 mil. Now, I'm testing this on American made fasteners, and don't know if you folks can see that, but we do have a little bit of slop. I would really prefer not seeing that much slop in a tool. Yeah, it's in this set it'd be an 18. So I mean, bigger fasteners, yeah, you can get away with a little bit, but I'd still prefer it to be a lot more tighter. For me, when it comes down to it, if I know that a socket will not fit on, for me, I know you're not really supposed to, but I take the socket and I put it on and I whack it with a hammer and it goes on. And that's kind of the way that I do it, and that's where that little bit of slop, it kind of bothers me a little. 15. Yeah, they all got that little bit of slop to them. 13. 13's a little better, but Let's try the 10. The 10 seems very nice. So, maybe they're just having a little bit of quality control issues right now, but I really think that if you are looking for a nice set, so far, finishes on them are really nice. Look down inside the bore of the 18. The thing that I myself am kind of offended about is, and I get it, some people prefer it this way, but I prefer having a fully broached socket. And it comes down to, especially these nylock nuts. Okay, let me or carriage bolts. You can find yourself in a place where that nut needs to be down here inside the socket, and you just don't have that much broaching. Take, for example, this older Stanley half-inch, which we can compare that to the 13, and actually, folks, you look at them, the Icons are even shorter than the Stanleys. And, wow. Is your 14 even as tall? Well, the next size up in the metric isn't even as tall. So, you could essentially almost run these like mid-length sockets. I don't know if that's what they were kind of going for, was to make it so that they didn't have to make mid-length sockets, or if this is the way that it just came out, but yeah. Now, back to what I was saying. You've got a fastener on something, and where's my nut? Ah! Alright, there we go. You know, say you've got this fastener, and let's take the 13 out for a spin. Okay, you can get to one side, but take this Icon. You're sticking out all that length. So, realistically, for close quarters fasteners, these could be a problem. I get it, some of you folks do not like a full broach socket. I prefer a full broach socket because of the fact that when you're in close quarters, you know, say my hands are the socket, or say my hands are metal plates, you can still get the socket on, you can still get the nut off, and take it off, versus this, which is a lot longer. folks. So, and that is just going to get exaggerated the more it goes out. Now, I get it for flanged nuts. For flanged nuts, it doesn't matter because you can't get them to go inside anyway, but and the knurling is actually fairly nice on this, so it does kind of lock into your hand. So, you know, first overall impressions by these. They are very nice for the $40 price tag that they put on them. Would I recommend you buy them? That is up to you. Because, like I said, if you are a person that prefers a full broach socket, these are not going to be for you. Now, if you prefer that standard broaching in a long socket, these are great for you. That's where I'm going to leave that one. Okay? So, let's talk about where the heck were they made. Package says made in Taiwan. They're not Chinese sockets. Do not call the Taiwanese people Chinese. They have their own entirely different culture. They've got an entirely different way of thinking about jobs and work ethics. So do not ever compare a Chinese tool to a Taiwanese tool, especially in the modern era, because I really have seen a lot of good stuff coming out of Taiwan lately. I really think that they're trying to be the world leader in Asian tools. Kind of like what the heck the Japanese did in the 80s with the tech industry. I think that that's what the Taiwanese people are trying to do with tools. So, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you on the next one.